Well, let's have a look at our Bioglan daily dose for the highlights of the day. Bioglan, an absolute powerhouse when it comes to vitamins and supplements. And it was Errico Yoshikawa, number 5, early final day upsets. These long nose rides and absolutely sending it on these sets, just throwing herself into these walls. Big rail carves and sketchy nose rides.
Yeah, and just on a big wave, looking super calm. This was a really tough heat. She's up against Rachel Tilly, current world champion, and Rachel's no slouch out here. She surfs it well. She's connected to her board, so to get the day off with that momentum, really nice.
Declan Widen, he did a phenomenal job to take out a raging hot Kelis Flint. Technical surfing from Declan, utilising the rail, the nose, and a really measured performance by Declan. He ended up going down, but against Kai, that was the Hydrolite heat to watch and certainly stood out to us.
Yeah, it was really nice surfing, power surfing, surfing the bowl, really laying into it. Look at that turn, driving out of that one. So Declan, he was a form surfer and definitely put in a lot of time out here at Bells Beach. He was a definite favourite. He'll be disappointed in the result, but it's still fantastic surfing and it's setting himself up for the next event in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, a lot of momentum, improving on Huntington Beach, finishing here in the semi-finals. He was the favourite, so yes, he will be disappointed, but to take over Kai in that quarterfinal, that's going to be a matchup in years to come. That's going to be stinging for both of them. Kevin Skvarna, the SoCal special, silky smooth Kevin, some of the finest form we've ever seen in his career.
Yeah, it was really cool to see Kevin today. He went to another level. He's got a great crew around him at the moment, and the vibes were really high, and it just sort of oozed out into the water with him, and he's surfing some of those down carves back into that power source down like that, bouncing off the whitewash, flowing, and then sticking it here. This is against Taylor Jensen this morning, and man, taking Taylor Jensen down in 6-foot Bell's Bowl, like, you've got to be on your game if you're going to push it to the champ like that. So fantastic surfing.
And he really made no mistakes throughout, giving the judges no choice in some of those waves. They kind of boxed them in at one point, but he just kept turning up. Like these rail carves he was doing and the technical nose rides, the feet close together. It was a career best performance, and to make the final, just exceptional. Coming in at number 3, we had Kelis Kaleopa'a, 9s all round.
Yeah, the surfing, this is one of my favorites, and as a commentator, we shouldn't have favorites, but this surfing, it's just beautiful. Technique is just so perfect. Beautiful flow, big waves, great footwork, and tight nose rides. Like, does it get any better, Matt?
Yeah, the judges appreciating those walls today that ran all the way down and kept their size. You think of Kevin's 9s, you think of Kelis's and Soleil's as well. Kelis, I mean, she's really proven herself. We talk about Avalon Gal as an impressive competitive powerhouse this year, but Kelis, she has really been competing professionally since 13 years of age. She's still so young with many years ahead of her. There's people twice of her age almost on this world tour, and the fact she still turns up and delivers her best. She went down to, Soleil Errico in career best form, so that was a great result for Kelis. Coming in, number 2, Max Weston, our 2025 Bioglan Bells Beach Longboard champion. We talked about it before. Dr. Flow, silky smooth, linking all the dots in fine fashion.
Yeah, just using that hip, using that rail, keeping nice and low and just pushing without doing too much. Just kept it clean, simple, and a big part of the judging criteria was timing, and his timing today was impeccable. Look at this wave, big wave, just staying nice and low, and just those knees, getting that sort of back knee bent down and in, beautiful style. You could watch it all day long, and a deserving winner.
Certainly looking at the lineup today, and you look at all those surfers in the corners, it was going to be a success story for one of those surfers, whether it was Taylor that went back-to-back, or eventually Max Weston, or somebody who hadn't taken a WLT victory. Kevin made his first final, so did Max, but it was Max that took the win. Dr. Flo making history here at Bells Beach, and coming in number 1 for the Daily Dose, presented by Bioglan, was Soleil Errico, your 2025 Bioglan Bells Beach Longboard champion, back-to-back-to-back, the three-peat for Errico.
Yeah, like three-peat. It's crazy to think that someone can be that dominant at a wave like this because it's very challenging to surf. So that's the wave, Matt. That was insane. That just the high and tight nose ride into that big carve, coming off the bottom with so much acceleration, driving up into the lip and then just rolling down. It was insane surfing, and oh man, I'm super inspired. I want to go home. I want to make new boards. I want to go surfing, and wow, how good is Long?